This story is a primary example that a woman can stay quiet for survival. But however, a lot of people mistake that survival instinct for forgiveness. This is of a story of a young woman who took revenge in a way even you will be surprised. So, this story is a story of a girl called Amara. Back then, when she was 11 years old, due to financial circumstances of the family, the mother had to give her daughter away at 11 years old to a wealthy family. This wealthy family promised to take care of Amara. They promised that she will go to a good school, she will be well fed, and she will become somebody in life. And ladies and gentlemen, what they promised, they never did. The evening of that day she arrived at this wealthy family's house, Amara was being pushed into the kitchen to cook. She was cooking, cleaning at 11 years old, washing clothes in that same evening. And from that moment on, she became the housemaid. She wakes up before everyone else does. And they only call her family only when visitors come to visit them. And behind the closed doors, she was treated as well as a property. And the worst part of this situation is the youngest boy in the house. So the youngest boy in the house, who was 14 years old at that time, Amara was 11, was doing what I cannot say on TikTok because it's also going to be going to YouTube, was doing all the things you can everly imagine in your head that a young girl who's scared, who kept quiet, believing maybe it would stop, who is just worried about your situation. She never even understand what was going on, what was going through. Something a young girl should not go through. Let's just put it that way. And one day, Amara got the courage to tell the mother of this boy. After building the courage to speak to this boy's mother, instead of the woman investigating the whole situation, she told this young girl that be careful of what you say. Do you know what kind of family you are accusing? Few days went by. The night before, this boy was back again and he was doing what he normally does. This pain was so much that this girl had to go speak to the husband of this woman, which is the father to this boy. He said, women like attention too much. For like 3, 4, 5 days, this boy keep coming and doing his thing again. Out of this pain, he went to speak to the elder sister. Maybe one person might even listen to her. The elder sister repeated the same thing. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to destroy my family because of you? In that moment, Amara learnt a very painful lesson. And in this moment, I will say something very clearly. Women don't protect women when it impacts or affects their comfort. This is my perspective, but let's continue. So fast forward into now, Amara is now 18 years old. Amara is scared and worried that she could get pregnant and the worst could be done to her. So Amara approached the pastor of the church. Instead of the pastor of the church having compassion, empathy, this man had nothing. What he says to this woman, to Amara, was, my daughter, keep praying. This family has done so much, a lot for the church. Do not let evil use you to scatter the family that loves you. From this moment on, Amara has come to a conclusion that she would never beg anyone again to believe her. From that day on, she began to record, she began to keep the dates, she began to do all evidence needed because she intended to use this against the family in future. After 2 years, Amara built the courage to leave the house to go live with a friend. Fast forward in 2022, Amara was then granted the student visa to move to United Kingdom to study while also looking for sponsorship. To cut the story short, Amara was lucky to get a job with an organization which works for Protect Young Girls. She got sponsorship with them, and in this process, she was invited to attend an event. And what happened at this event was nothing but surprising. The speaker of that event is the elder sister of the young man, I would know, that monster, let me just put it that way, that has been doing those things to that girl ever since she was 11 years old, all the way till she was 18, until she built the courage to leave the house. Now, when Amara saw her at the event, Amara never says a word. Amara waited for her to finish celebrating all her lies and then approached her to tell her, "Do you remember me?" The woman says yes, and immediately over there, she called her family on a video call and they all greeted Amara. But one thing Amara did, that is, a woman who stays quiet for survivor, please don't mistake that for forgiveness. But let's continue. Amara sent an email to this woman with pile of evidence. She linked it based on how she explained it. She linked the pictures, the videos, and everything. And also, when she contacted her to report the whole situation, a response of her mother, the response of her father, and the response of the church. Now, everybody is now scared and worried. She pleaded and begged Amara for forgiveness, that then she was younger, she made a mistake, she could do better. While nature or society will say people change. So Amara sent the email to the company, and that woman, who was then the VP to that company, has now lost her job. Okay, she lost the job, and Amara was then given a new role that requires the research of protecting younger generation. With that being said, a lot of people from our country, from our hometowns, from the women's, the what's it called, the church, are all having a lot to say. Most especially that pastor itself. How can you have the courage to tell a woman to pray? You wouldn't allow that to be done to your own daughter, an 11 years old, being essayed by a 13 years old, and the 3 years gap in between them. This guy was continuously doing it. Imagine that woman got pregnant. Imagine what would happen to Amara if Amara got pregnant. From the history of Nigeria that I know, Amara will probably no longer be with us. So to those people who are trying to condemn Amara, trying to say honest about it, please shut the hell up. Please shut your mouth. You were not there when this woman is going through it. It's just like me trying to speak on behalf of somebody who got scammed. I don't know what the pain is like because I've never experienced it before. Even though if I experience it, the feelings is different. Neglecting that kind of a pain is dangerous. It's really dangerous. So sometimes women need to do better as well. Don't only support women when it benefits you. Don't only support women when that situation is more discomfort to you because you're not feeling the similar pain and now you want to jump in. No, jump in at the beginning, not at the end. Jump in at the beginning, know the truth, support the whole thing. Emotional support is very important. Don't because, oh, she's a woman, during my own time, we'll just keep quiet. That's your own error. With this new era, if a woman goes through that situation, you know one thing I would say to all these other women as well, men, a woman's pain can lead to retaliation that's worse than World War III. Or World War, I mean, God forbid, we don't want World War III because that, yeah, World War III will be crazy if it happens in this era. Imagine a woman who wants to revenge that much of ever since she was 11 till she was 19 plus. Put yourself in that perspective and ask yourself, how would I deal with this situation? If you can deal with that situation, fine. But so many people in Amara's shoes never survived. Imagine if Amara got pregnant. That might be the end of the woman. With that being said, I'm not here to talk much because if I keep talking, I'm just going to be pissed off every time. God bless Amara. She survived. She's a story of so many people. But however, one thing she said is some women are still currently going through right now. They've not built the courage to leave. If you come across my story and you're currently going through right now, it's time for you to leave. God bless everybody.